Think the clothing brand space is too saturated? Good. That means you're actually onto something. The truth is that if this is saturated, it means there is money to be made, and I'm gonna be sharing with you 3 proven ways we've used over the last 11 years to scale brands from 0 to 7-figure months that you can copy and paste into your brand. So there are absolutely 0 good movies or books that do not have conflict. Good books, conflict. Bad books, no conflict. Telling a story starts with introducing a problem and then positioning yourself as the guide to help your customers get through that journey. If that sounds familiar, it is because it is from Donald Miller's Story Brand. You should go check it out, Story Brand 2.0. And I want to talk tactical here. So I'm going to share with you a plug and play, fill in the blank examples here. So number 1, storytelling. And I'm gonna go, like I said, I'm gonna fill this as a fill in the blank specifically to apparel. You guys can apply to yourselves. So let's jump into it. Number 1, storytelling here. I wanna take this. This is the founder, this is the brand, this is the why, okay? Why that sells the clothes. What to do? Lead with context, okay? I wrote it over here. Lead with context. I'm gonna write it out here on the board too. So context, conflict, solution. And I promise this will make a little bit more sense. I want you to apply this for your own brand. I told you it was kind of plug and play. So we loved blank, whatever the activity is. Let's say yoga. We loved yoga, but every pair of yoga pants, garment, did right up, wasn't sweat proof, never let me allow to squat, whatever it may be, okay? So you can tell that I don't do much yoga. I understand the squat proof thing. But every yoga pant did blank, right? Every annoyance. So we built a solution, squat proof leggings, and we pressure tested. You can change it however you like. So we tested it with 4,000 women who did yoga. This type of information, right? So fill this in, is going to help tell a story. Context, conflict, solution. Every single story must have a conflict. Every single brand must have a story that they tell with an actual solution. I put on here kind of the plug and play scripts, So I built a blank, so category, brand, because every garment I owned would, again, every garment, what is the pain that they had? Every garment that I had, I owned would break, destroy, tear, wear out. Proof line, okay, so the next line here, proof line. After 9 pattern revisions and 32 wash tests, we landed on a fit that doesn't twist, bag, or fade. Okay, so that's proof. And then we have a sensory detail. So what's a detail about this? Old heavyweight tees felt like cardboard by noon. Okay, you could insert again for your brand. What is that? This drapes, it breathes, and it still snaps back after the wash. Again, plug and play for yourself, however you would like. Some UGC type of content, okay? This is a shot list. This is something that is repeatable that you could do over and over again. UGC, what could this work off of, or what could this be, right? So you have pain, craft, social proof, outcome. I put on here, so pain, old tees. This could be leggings, sheerness, squat test that we talked about. The craft, measuring GSM, right? So measuring it, GSM, what's the weight? Flat lock, close-ups, fabric tested, the stretch, all of these, right? So you want to actually showcase the product, right? Your craft may be different for your product, maybe t-shirts, maybe leggings, maybe a dress. Social proof, reviews stitched on the screen, okay? Literally, if you've got DMs or screenshots, just showcasing screenshot, some kind of social proof. You need something. Number 4, outcome seam, on body fit in motion. Okay, so you could be wearing the outfit, they could go to yoga, right? In our specific example here, they could be going to yoga or they have the t-shirt on and then they just show 8 hours later.
8 hours later.
And then you're actually like still looking good in the leggings. They are not like crazy with sweat all over the place after the workout. They go and do other things. Or they're wearing the t-shirt and it doesn't look all bagged up and super wrinkly. That is number 1. But first I wanted to say a quick hey, howdy, and hello. So my name is Aaron, and alongside my business partner Christian, we created this channel for you to help you grow and scale your clothing brand so that you can hit your revenue goals, support your family, support your lifestyle. And if you've found any value in this video at all, please give us a nice little like and subscribe. It is 100% free. If you do it in the next 3 seconds, I will share with you my favorite Christmas song right now. Right now, we've been listening to a lot of Jingle Bell Rock, so I'm gonna go with that one right now. Number 2, this is form factor, or basically differentiation of what you actually see. Think of this as delivery as like the tool for clothes, right? So construction, the hardware, the packability, modality, like how modular is something. Form factor angles for apparel. So we got reversible pieces, 2 aesthetics, 1 SKU, streetwear, clean, modular. This could be outwear, outerwear. So the zip off the sleeve. Packable sets, okay, so windshield folds into pocket. I've seen a lot of that before, people like folding products or like folding their coats into like something else and then being able to put in their pocket. Patagonia actually does this really well. Closure innovation, right? So maybe you have something that closes off very easily or has magnets. Fabric, so it could be a suit, trouser, it could be a jogger, it could be for comfort, swimsuits, swim shorts. Pocket architecture, right? So you could have something that could actually hold a phone and not fall, side pockets, again, whatever that may be. Laundry proofness, I love this. Okay, this is another, again, form factor piece. Anti-fading, right? If you're wearing blacks right now, I'm wearing jeans, jeggings, black jeggings. Anything that says, hey, look, this survived the heat, this survived wearing it. TikTok Reels, content anyway, that I was thinking about here. So we turned office trousers into sweats. A jacket that goes from rain to run, date night in 10 seconds. Pretty cool, right? So reveal the reversible if you had something like that. The no bounce pocket test. Sprint, burpee with mic'd up thuds. Could be pretty cool. We have a brand that we work with. It's a running brand, and he has pockets on the arm. Something like I've never seen before for those who are active, and a lot of cool features with that product. He could be using some of these things here. This form factor piece, find out what is different for you, whether it's a boutique or not. Like, you know, if you have a dress and has like, you know, something that's crocheted, or you have something that's embroidered, if you have something that's just a small detail, give us that detail. Let's say it's just this hoodie. Let's say that the only thing I have to sell on here is the fact that it's like puff print, okay? This was super cool, probably like 2-3 years ago. I can talk about the details and like how this is like sticking out. I wouldn't talk about, you know, changes that I would make with it, but, you know, I still give the hoodie a solid 7.5 out of 10. I could talk about the pocket. I could talk about how deep the pocket is. Hey, if you got, you know, cold hands, this one right here, really big pockets to put your cold hands into, right? Okay, so in business, it's always better to be different than it is to be better. I don't know who that quote is from, but, you know, come at me if we need to figure out who that came from. But I love it a lot because so many of you guys try to copy competitors when really they're so much bigger. They actually don't even consider you a competitor. And the rule about competition is that they have to look at you as a competitor as well. Guess what? Louis Vuitton is not really caring about you. Gymshark does not care about you. Right? If you're not in the same league, go find somebody who would actually consider you a competitor. Like you're actually taking market share from them that they're actually worried about. Not that I don't want you to be big, not that I don't want you to grow like crazy, not that I'm trying to lower your standards, but right now, those brands that are doing hundreds of millions of dollars per year, maybe that's you, but they're playing a different game, okay? So in this space, it is better for you to be different than it is for you to be better. All right, so I want to get into this last piece. It's probably the most important part. It's the piece that everyone wants to have in their business, but doesn't ever actually execute. But first, I just hold up 1 second. I wanted to say that if you are a clothing brand owner and want to jump into the specifics of your brand and how to grow it profitably online, you can schedule a free 45-minute strategy session with us. There are limited spots, so go find a time that works best for you right now. You can check out the link in the description down below. To grow in a saturated market, you must be able to position yourself differently. I talk to brand owners every single day who think they are going to miss out on the market because they need to serve men or women and or both, or the age range has to be something that's like 25 to 75. Can you imagine if you are over 25, you understand, like me at 25 is completely different than me at 35 or 45, or me at 18 is completely different than 25. There's very few relation there. So this type of thinking is not only crippling your business, but is mentally defeating because you think something is wrong with the brand when reality is you're just not going to reach anyone, and so it's absolutely a deterrent. This is why you must focus on positioning. And that's why number 3 is positioning. Okay, so a couple of templates here for positioning. I'm gonna write them out. Premium basics for identity, moment, it's one section, iconic brand space for undervalued audience. Examples here. Unapologetically feminine lifting gear for women who actually squat. Streetwear for dads who still have game. Fits, fabrics, pockets, right? You could go off of that. Golf polos for sneakerheads. Street colors, stories, technical drape. Western workwear for creative pros. Modest swim that actually looks editorial. Adaptive basics. Magnetic closures plus one hand dressing. Okay, again, fill this in for your specific, right? Premium or basic for identity, right? What's the moment? Iconic brand space for undervalued audience. That allows you to go deep, much more niche. So here is kind of a litmus test, if you will, of this positioning. Can a friend explain you in 7 words? Can a customer self-identify? That's me in 3 seconds, right? If you're going after, let's say for example, I love this, the modest swim that actually looks editorial, okay, that could be one. If they can't describe and say, oh, I'm a swimmer, like, in 3 seconds, if they can't, right, it means your positioning is not correct. If they have no clue, golf polos for sneakerheads, boom, they should know in three seconds, like, oh, dang, that's me. Is your ad creative? Obviously not for everyone. Again, you've got to be so laser focused. And if you've honestly been trying to figure out how to create content with Andromeda, I'll tell you how you can go and look at this positioning and how to make that work for clothing brands here in a second. But one other little bonus for you here, viral stunts. So in real life moments designed for cameras, I want you to do a couple of these, okay? So you could do Free Him Friday. So Taylor Bar outside of a busy coffee shop, any brand welcome, your tags inside altered pants, right? Just literally setting it up. Moments marketing checklist. So the moment, reoccurring local event like a run club, First Fridays, farmers markets, could you show up there? The medium, creators lined up to post within 24 hours. Get that ahead of time. The product, photogenic demo, right? So before and after, us versus them, you could bring that, right? Competitors versus yours. You could have it in an actual booth or wherever afterwards, like our jeans or our leggings before somebody or after somebody, or before, using somebody else's and using ours afterwards. I love this too. So the hero side of things, again, in a real life, the customer achieving something, right? So a personal best, maybe they're a runner, athletic line, maybe they're a streetwear brand, maybe it's that dad who's wearing the streetwear who gets a record label, maybe it's the golfing where the guy is matching something, he's getting some compliments on his shoes and his whole fit. At the end of the day, if you're able to focus on storytelling, if you're able to figure out, I put form factor, find a way to visually differentiate yourself and explain, and you're able to position yourself in the marketplace based off of this, and you niche down. If you've ever watched any of our videos, you may know this. If you have never watched one of our videos, you may not know this, but it's a reminder more than anything. If you want to know who your audience is, there are documents that we've created that you can use to go niche down specifically to your audience. All you need to do is comment the word avatar down below. I will send you those documents. You can work through them. It will help you with these 3 areas so that you can actually start to stand out in a saturated market. Now, earlier I mentioned about Andromeda. Okay, so Andromeda was a very large update with Meta. A lot of people are not doing too well with that. We created a video specifically on what you need to know, how to position yourself to win, and actually what needs to be done specifically to apparel brands, right? What you guys need to do with your ads and your positioning and your focus so that you can create content that continues to make Andromeda or Meta happy. Go watch that video right here next. All right, y'all, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and P.S. don't forget to subscribe.